is spring, and that means it's the perfect time to get out in the garden, and that's where we are now with OSU Master Gardener Lauren Parker. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
So we're talking about planting summer bulbs.
Absolutely.
Where do we start?
Okay, so you normally think about bulbs being put in the fall so that you have them for the next spring. There are a lot of bulbs you can put in right now so you have more color for the summertime, including things like gladiolas. You've got dahlias, which are actually a tuber and they're not a bulb, but they're calling them bulbs. And they come in every possible color and every possible arrangement. You have freesias, you have lilies, you have all kind of different things. And you can put them into the ground. You're going to protect them just like you did the other bulbs.
So this is very similar to what you would be doing in the fall.
Absolutely, but different kinds of bulbs, okay? But the other thing you can consider too is that you can actually take some of them and put them in a pot so that you could put them right outside your house, you know, right around your house, and you could move them when they were flowering so you'd have the access to them. Like as an example, these are freesias. And if you're going to plant them in the ground, you'll plant them further apart than you would if you were going to put them in a pot. But you can put them here sort of close together, okay? And then they go in the ground the same depth as what they would otherwise. They go down 3-4 inches. And so that you've got them in there like this.
How does it change it having them so close together?
It means that they'll support each other, and they're in a smaller, first of all, the soil is a richer soil because this is potting soil rather than regular soil in the ground. And again, as it starts to grow, it'll look more like a bouquet that way.
Oh, that'll be
which is
pretty.
Really nice. And the reason I mentioned freesias is that with the freesias, and then you cover it up, and fertilizer is a good idea so that you've got good fertilizer. But what's really nice here is freesias have an incredibly beautiful smell. And so you can leave them out on the counter. Now, you're not going to put them out till it warms up a little bit. I mean, if we get those nights where it dips off, it's going to be too cold.
You want to protect them.
But as soon as it starts to warm up, like when the ground's about 50 degrees, they can stay outside and they start to grow. And they make these lovely multicolored flowers with a gorgeous smell. So let's say by the time they're actually blooming, you could even take them in the house so that you can enjoy the scent. And when it's starting to die off, put them back outside again.
Yeah, I like that it's mobile, especially for those overnights that are still very chilly.
Absolutely correct.
What
Absolutely
about
correct.
gophers? Gophers like to get to the bulbs.
Okay, now this is a good thing. No bulbs in here. But if you're going to have in the ground, you might line the ground with some kind of hardware cloth, something like some kind of wire so they can't get at it. Cover out an area, put the wires down, put your bulbs in, cover them up, fertilize them, and let them go. That way, they're going to come back every single year. And the advantage to having summer bulbs and your bulbs for the fall that you plant is that you've got different colors coming up all year round, and they just keep coming up like a surprise year after year.
You forget what colors you're and
That's
which
exactly
flowers
right.
you'll be seeing.
That's exactly right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions about this, you can call your OSU Master Gardener closest to you, and we'll put those numbers up on our website, kdrv.com.